Hello everyone, my name is Sagar Pudale. I'm an English teacher in Sant Tukaram National Model School, Latur. In today's video, we are going to see the uses of two words that is who and whom. Because many times we get confused when to use who and when to use whom. Most of the time, we are using these two words who and whom in a questions. Already it's there. But when we have to fill in the gaps, there we get a little confused. So let's start it. Who is a subject pronoun? First of all, we are going to see information about who. Who is a subject pronoun and it can be used in the subject spot in a sentence. If you know what is a subject, then it will be very easy for to you to understand the use of who. Well, what is a subject? Subject is a person or thing that does action in a sentence or it is talked about in a sentence. It's the most important thing. Well, for example, who is coming to dinner? Who is coming to the dinner? If I want to give answer to this question, then my answer would be Raghav is coming to the dinner or he is coming to the dinner. So this Raghav or he, we can replace it here. So it means he is a subject. So what I am doing? Instead of he, we are using who and he is a subject. In this way, who can be used in the subject spot. Next thing, what about whom then? As we have seen, who always be used in the subject spot and whom it is always used in the object spot or in the object of a preposition. What is the object? Object is such a thing which receives the action. If you have not seen the other videos on subject and object, you can just click on the STNMS channel and watch the videos based on subject and object. Well, remember, object always receives the action of the sentence. What is the meaning of this? Let's see. If you are confused when to use who and when to use whom, or if you are confused in the two words subject and object, this is a subject, let me write, I will write in short. If you are confused in these two words, what is a subject? Sometimes it's doing action, sometimes it's not doing action. Then object, it receives the action. What is the meaning of that? If you are confused in that, then a simple thing we can follow, that is when you have to make a who or whom decision, which one should be used, that decision if you have to make. Simple one thing you have to do, that is read the sentence twice. The first time, replace who with he or she. If in a sentence who is given, replace he or she. And then second time, you have to replace that same who with him or her. If the sentence sounds correct with he or she, use who. If it sounds correct with him or he, her, that is use who. Him and her, these are the object pronouns. So instead of, if you don't know what is object, this one thing, simple thing you can do. You have to just replace who with he and she and him and her. If it is sounding correct with he and she, use who. If it sounds correct with him and her, use whom. That's it. Let's see this in a few examples. Well, what I have taken only one example here. Who or whom wrote the letter? Imagine you have to fill this who or whom wrote the letter. You are confused. What should be used here? Whether it's who or whom, what should be the correct one? Then one simple thing we'll do. We'll first of all replace this who with she. And our sentence will be she wrote the letter. What I am saying? She wrote the letter. Now we'll replace whom with her. So our sentence will be her wrote letter. Now if you read these two sentences, which one is sounding correct? She wrote the letter or her wrote the letter? Obviously, her wrote the letter, it's incorrect. That is not sounding correct. And she wrote the letter, it's sounding correct. So this is our correct sentence. And this she we have used instead of who. So our correct answer will be, correct pronoun would be who, because she works in a sentence. So our sentence would be who wrote the letter. One more we'll try. Here sentence I have given who or whom would be the best candidate. Now you have to select whether shall I use who or whom. As we have tried the trick, here also we'll try. First of all, instead of who, we'll use she. She would be the best candidate, our sentence. Now instead of whom, we'll use her. So her would be the best candidate. Now which one is sounding correct? Read it twice. She would be the best candidate or her would be the best candidate? Obviously, first one. She would be the best candidate. Now, this she we have used instead of who. So therefore, who is the correct answer? I hope you have got this simple thing, how to select who and who in a sentence. Now this is a homework for you. Here I have given few sentences. You have to fill these blanks either with who or whom. So you can try the thing which I have given in earlier slides and check your answers. The next thing is you have to write 5 correct sentences using who and whom. And if you try these 2 exercises, I hope you will be perfect in using who and whom. Thank you for your time. We'll stop here.